So in the last vid we talked about whether you're an ectomorph, a mesomorph, or an endomorph. In this video I want to talk about muscle fiber types. Now generally, again, you have about, say, 3 different muscle fiber types. You have type 1, type 2, and type 2b. Yeah, so type 2b, now that's a very strong muscle, okay? That's the one that lifts very heavy. You can lift something about, say, 3-4 times. On the other end of the scale, you've got your type 1 muscle fibers. Now that type 1 muscle fiber is what you use to do everyday jobs. For me to use my hands now, a little bit larger muscles would be used to run around and maybe play tennis, maybe play sport. The majority of sport uses type 1 muscle fibers. Now the ectomorph, their dominant muscle is a type 1. Can get turned on and off very fast. It can get used basically almost all day. And it doesn't take long for it to repair. You know, next day you can get straight back into that cardio exercise. Now that kind of muscle, even though it's a very small muscle, it's not going to grow to a considerable size. So it's not the muscle that we basically want to hone in on when we're trying to build size or trying to build tone or whatnot. Now between the type 1 and the type 2b, you've got type 2 muscles. They do a majority of moderate weightliftings. They're the ones that do your 10 reps and your 15 reps and your 20 reps. Now they're the majority ones for getting that size and that amount of growth. Now, so the endomorph, now their most dominant muscle is going to be the type 2 and type 2b. So they don't like doing all the running around. They don't like doing the tennis and whatnot. It's too hard. But if you ask them to get on the leg press and smash a few reps out of the leg press, they're more than happy to do it. What you want to do if you are an ectomorph is you do want to utilize those type 2b muscles, which I did say in my last videos, 5 reps, 10 reps. Use strength to be your foundation of your muscle building. And if you are an endomorph, no matter what you're going to do, you're going to build muscle anyway. What I would suggest is at the beginning of your program, try to warm up and try to pyramid up to a heavy weight as possible. Now, so come all the way up, warm up the type 1s, warm up the type 2s, and then try to destroy the type 2bs, because they're going to be destroyed for another week or so anyway. So after you destroy those type 2bs, come back to your type 2s and destroy them too. And then just keep on reducing the weight and upping the reps throughout your exercise. And then by the end, you can't even do a push-up at the end with your type 1 muscle fibers. And that's the best way that I can see is throughout the whole range, the whole scope of that muscle to destroy all fiber types. So your type 2b grows, your type 2 grows, your type 1 grows, everything grows. So your whole body grows.